Hello guys, Somehotcookies here, and I believe we have finally deciphered the cryptic tweet Ed Boon sent out featuring a playlist made up of random songs which people hypothesized was him teasing or hinting at characters yet to be revealed. Now, it is worth mentioning and reiterating, all of this was hyped up after an Ed Boon tweet where he listed all of these songs with almost no elaboration in a playlist, and this was all before the first combat cast, which took place at the beginning of July. Since then, we have had two major reveal events for main roster characters, being the said combat cast and the trailers that dropped for the public, being the Umgadi trailer and the Combat Pack 1 trailer. And then also the private trailer shown for people exclusively that showed up to the Mortal Kombat 1 panel in San Diego Comic-Con. If you would like to see coverage on that, we'll have a video listed in the description down below. Now, getting back to the Ed Boon playlist, so far all I've seen when people have been looking at the list, they only really pay attention to the artist names and the song names. But from what I've seen, no one's really been analyzing the lyrics of the songs listed too much, if at all. So today, with looking at titles, band names, lyrics, and meanings to the songs, we will go through one by one and give examples and points as to why I think said song is linked to my predicted character, which is a lot easier now that we can go back and see some of the character bios and extra story developments to support some of these theories and predictions. First on up on the list is Purple Rain by Prince. I believe this is one of the only face value songs on the playlist, as it is literally listing It's Rain, who is also the color purple, and he got revealed during the first combat cast. Next is Mother by Pink Floyd, which is Sindel, but not for the reason you would think. Looking at the meaning of the song over the wiki, you see that the mother is an overprotective mother who alienates Pink, and eventually when Pink grows up and falls in love, the mother gets mad. This can in turn be Sindel being a doting overprotective mother over the Princess Melina, and then being mad when she has a side love story plot with Tanya, as hinted at in Tanya's recently released character bio. It's worth mentioning too, in this song the mother is supposed to be a widowed single mother as well, just as she is supposed to be in Mortal Kombat 1 from what we know as of yet, as apparently King Gerard seems to be no more in this era, which is apparently pinned on Lee May for one reason or another. After that, we have the song Let It Be by the Beatles. I believe this one to be Lee May, as the song talks about letting go of pain, anger, and sorrow, and having hope and resilience in the face of adversity. For me, it reflects Lee May putting her failures of protecting King Gerard behind her and striving to protect what and who she can. Even though she failed before, she has hope that she can atone for her previous blunders and maybe be accepted by the Umgadi once again. Next up, we have Boogie Fever by the Silvers, which in one of the lines of the song mentions in the lyrics, "Tell me, what can it be? Is it some new disease?" I believe this to be an obvious choice of the new Tarkat disease, Baraka, who has been revealed in the Umgadi trailer and shown that it is in fact a disease now instead of a people, as it used to be in the old era of Mortal Kombat. Now onto the song Every Breath You Take by The Police. This one is actually super interesting, because if you look it up, the song is already linked to Natara on a Mortal Kombat wiki. She seems to say lines from this song or reference it if you talk to her in the open world of deception, and in the dialogue she says, "Do not be afraid on the secret journey, you must learn to harness your vampiric essence to bring on the night. I will be next to you watching every step you take as you traverse this material world." This, coupled with the fact that people already think she was the tease at the end of the extended Ling Kuei faction trailer cutscene that Smoke looks up at after hearing a screech, means that Natara is a heavy candidate for who this song pertains to. After that, we have the song Gin and Juice by Snoop Dogg. This one is one that really caught me off guard in the playlist, I'm not gonna lie. And this one might be more of an in-your-face one. I have a question for you guys. What is the first thing that comes to mind when you think of Snoop Dogg? I'll give you a second, and I'll let you think on that. Alright guys, if one of the things you just thought wasn't smoking, I need you to listen to one of his songs, see a music video of his, or an interview of Snoop Dogg, because he can always be seen smoking in almost every public setting. Because of this, I believe this has to be a reference to Smoke, who was revealed during the first combat cast. And if you want to know who is majorly hinted at being Smoke in this timeline, make sure to check out my video on Scorpion's identity being accidentally revealed during Comic-Con, as we touch on who Smoke probably is, knowing that fact now. The next song on the playlist is Another Brick in the Wall by Pink Floyd. This one, in my opinion, heavily points to Tanya, as in the song, Pink tells himself he is good with living without all the things he has always wanted in life, and in this case, Tanya's character bio says, as an Umgadi, Tanya is sworn to piety and chastity, and that is why her bond with Princess Melina, were it known, would cause a scandal. By following her heart, Tanya risks not only her position, but her life. Having to be pious and sworn to chastity would have Tanya foregoing her feelings for Melina and sticking to her duty. As the Pink Floyd song would suggest, she seemed to be okay with these things and accepted them to join the Umgadi, but it seems her love for Melina that develops at some point is too much, as apparently she still has some sort of fling or relationship development happening in the story, and probably regrets her decision now of being pious and sworn to chastity to be a higher up in the Umgadi faction. Last but not least, we have the final song on Ed Boon's playlist, which is The End by the Beatles. The story of this song is you reap what you sow, what you give is what you get, and what goes around comes back around. Whichever one of these you like, you can use, and I believe this one is in big reference to Havoc. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys, this one, in my opinion, is still a big long shot. The song barely has any lyrics, and the meaning is pretty vague, but the reason I landed on Havoc is because of his description over on the Mortal Kombat wiki. It reads as follows: he hails from the Chaos Realm and is a cleric of chaos and an anarchist. Neither good nor evil, his ambitions are only to spread discourse and will ally himself with those who can seek to further his ends regardless of their goals. I believe with this you can take it to mean Havoc can be good or bad. It really just depends on what mood he's in, really, and in what type of chaos he wants to spread at the time. And you can tell by the people he surrounds himself with, and in turn, you can see what he's giving to you and what you're gonna get from him at that very moment. Now that wraps up every song in the playlist. Just as a quick disclaimer, I know all of these bios aren't exactly prevalent in the new timeline created by Liu Kang, as all these staples and tropes of characters are subject to change in this new era of Mortal Kombat 1. But using context clues and pieces from the old timeline have helped theorize and know things about characters being revealed up until now, so it's safe to say the characters themselves won't be too far off from their former selves. Anyways guys, that is all of the characters I believe to be teased by Ed Boon's playlist. Do you think we're making too much of this playlist, or was it a character tease all along? If so, do you think I got them all right? And lastly, is there any character you think is associated with the song in the playlist that you think is someone else? Let me know your opinions and what you think about my guesses down in the comments down below. If you found this entertaining or think I got the characters associated in the playlist right, please leave a like and subscribe. If you want to keep up with all future Mortal Kombat 1 news and updates, make sure to keep it tuned right here. Also, if you want to know everything we know about Mortal Kombat 1 up to now, I'll have that video linked in the outro. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time. Peace!